I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. Hi! Say hi, friends. Oh, it's so nice. Hi! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for those of you guys new here, my name is Kayla. I am a stay-at-home mom, and this is my 11-month-old baby girl named Riley. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. Basically, today what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a little 10 and 11-month update for Riley because I kind of missed her 10-month update. I don't know why I thought that this was a good idea because she's probably not going to cooperate. But let's see if I can keep her distracted long enough to just do a quick little update on her stats and like things that she's interested in these days. I will also be sharing like our everyday kind of routine with her because I know a lot of you guys ask me like on Instagram, like I get tons of DMs like about her sleep schedule and things like that. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. But if you like these kind of baby updates, if you like this kind of like motherhood content, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And like this video also, it helps my channel and it tells me that you guys actually wanna see these videos. All right, so Riley turned 11 months old yesterday. So this is a pretty fresh 11-month update. Normally it takes me a while to get to them. So she turned 11 months old yesterday. She hasn't been back to the doctor since her 10-month appointment. So when she went in for her 10-month appointment, she was weighing 18 pounds and 8.6 ounces. So I'm not really sure what she's weighing now at 11 months. I should give you like a good idea of what she was weighing at the 10-month mark. You wanna play with your toys? Oh my goodness. Alright, so I feel like this is a pretty accurate picture of what happens these days when she starts having a meltdown. I just put on Baby Shark and it settles her down a little bit. But like I was saying, she hasn't been back to the doctor since that 10-month visit. I think she's like in the 43rd percentile for weight, so I think that's pretty good. The doctor seemed to be really happy about how she's doing. Now, when we went to that appointment, one of the things that the doctor told us was that we don't need to be using nursery water anymore for the formula that we've been giving her. So up until the 10-month mark, every time that I would give her a bottle, like every time that I would give her formula in a bottle, I was using nursery water instead of just regular filtered water. But the doctor said that it's totally fine for me to be giving her just regular filtered water from now on. So as far as like her routine goes, as far as like her sleep schedule, so let's start with her sleep schedule. Riley goes down for bed at about 9 o'clock at night. And I've said it before, I know that that kind of seems like a little bit late. As of right now, like it's been working for her. So she goes down at 9. I'll normally just give her a bottle like while I'm like winding her down. I sit in her nursery in the little rocker, I give her a bottle, and then I nurse her. Not so much to give her like milk, it's kind of more like a comfort thing, but that is like the 2 times that I nurse her is like right in the morning when she wakes up and then right before bed. So I give her her bottle, I nurse her, and then I put her in her crib, and baby girl sleeps through the entire night. She sleeps until about 8 or 9 in the morning. And that for me is amazing because I am not a morning person. I do not want to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So far that's been working for us. If you guys are new to my channel, Riley did not sleep through the night until she was 6 months old. Up until that point, she was waking up every single hour. She was sleeping in my bed, nursing every single hour. It was like a disaster. It was a hot mess. Nobody was sleeping. Everyone was pretty much pissed off at life. So once we reached the 6-month mark, we did decide to sleep train her, and I have 2 different videos on sleep training. I have one video that's like why we decided to start sleep training her, and another one is like a full week video diary of when we were actually doing the sleep training. So if you're interested in sleep training, if it's something that you've been thinking about, I will leave both of those videos linked down in the description so you can watch them. So she wakes up like around 8 or 9. Normally it's closer to 8, but like the other day, like 2 days ago, she woke up at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, what the heck? Like she was just sleeping. I think what happened is that the day before she had gone to a party and it was just like a really long day. So I think she was kind of pooped and she just needed some rest. So on a normal day, she typically wakes up like around 8, and I put her down for her first nap of the day at 11 o'clock in the morning. And then her other nap is at 5 o'clock at night. So she has 2 naps right now, and she has been having those 2 naps for a while now. And they just seem to be working out just fine for us. At both of those naps, she'll normally sleep like at least an hour these days, sometimes more. Like sometimes her naps are like an hour and a half. She doesn't really sleep longer than an hour and a half. Like it's very unusual for her to sleep like 2 hours straight in one of those naps, but hey, I will take an hour. I will even take like 30 minutes because like I've already told you guys before, up until then, like her nap situation and the sleep situation was absolutely terrible. So I will gladly take an hour these days. But I will say that the naps are kind of like hit or miss as far as like how easy it is for her to go down. Some days she just is super tired and goes straight down for her nap, doesn't fuss, doesn't complain. And those are obviously like the best naps. But then there are some days when she's just like not feeling it, or she's way too wired, doesn't want to be sleeping. And she'll like stand up in the crib and scream and not have a good time. And then usually that's kind of when I just give up. Like I normally will let her kind of whine and complain for like 15 minutes, 30 minutes. But if it's like non-stop screaming, I just kind of like give up. There are other times though where like she won't be crying, but she's just like playing in the crib and just like kind of rolling around, playing with her toys. And sometimes she can be doing that for like an hour before she actually does go down. So if she's content and not crying, then I will just leave her in there for like an hour. And then usually she does go to sleep. So then as far as what she's eating, right now she's eating 3 meals a day and 2 snacks. So what we typically do is in the morning, she'll have her oatmeal cereal. So I think I've shown it to you guys like in other vlogs, but I'll do like the Gerber like oatmeal cereal. I'll mix some almond butter in, and then I'll mix like a fruit. So usually it's like some apple puree that I'll put in there. And if you guys have any questions about any of the stuff that like I feed her, if you guys like want specific recipes or anything like that, just leave any questions you have down below in the comments. So after I nurse her in the morning, like I take her from her crib, I change her diaper, and then I take her to my room where I kind of nurse her in the morning. And then right after that is when I take her to the kitchen. I sit her down in her high chair, and then that's when I give her breakfast. And then at 11 o'clock, I'll give her a bottle. And then she takes a bottle, and then she'll go down for her nap. And then when she wakes up from her nap, like around 12:30-ish is normally when I'll give her her first snack of the day. And for snack, it kind of depends on the day, but she really likes strawberries, so I'll cut up some strawberries and give her strawberries. Today she had bananas for like the first time where she actually enjoyed them, because normally she hates bananas, or she's always hated bananas up until today. Or sometimes we'll just give her like yogurt with some almond butter. It just kind of depends. If it's like a really busy day and things are crazy, I just give her puffs or like those little yogurt melts. But I try to give her like some actual fruits. And then after that snack, I'll feed her again at 2. At 2 o'clock is when I give her her lunch. Right now, everything is puree. I've talked to you guys before about how terrified I am of her choking and like the whole baby-led weaning situation. But if you guys have any good like tips or resources for baby-led weaning, let me know. Leave them down below in the comments, because I know eventually we're gonna have to get to that point where she's eating actual food and not just purees. But I don't know, I'm just terrified. I have like so much anxiety about it. So yeah, any suggestions you have would be great. And then her other snack is usually like around maybe 4:30. And then at 5, I give her another bottle, and I will put her down for that nap. And then she eats dinner like around 7:30. That's usually when we give her dinner, which is the same thing, just pureed chicken with some, you know, pureed sweet potato or some veggies and some fruits. So there really isn't anything too special about her meals, not yet at least. So right now, Riley still just has her 2 little bottom teeth. She has like the 2 down here, and I'm just dying to know when her other teeth are gonna come in. She's been teething like a crazy person, but the teeth are just not coming in. So let me know like when your little ones got like the rest of their teeth after their first teeth came out, or like if their whole mouth just suddenly started popping out with teeth. I feel like Riley says a lot of stuff. You know, she says dog, like that's like one of like her favorite words. Like whenever she sees a dog, she gets all excited and she'll say dog, dog, dog. She says cat. And then she says dada. She said dada like forever. That was definitely like her first word. And then she says mama. Like now she says mama more, especially like if she's annoyed and she wants me to pick her up or something. She also says like duck. So there's a few words that she'll say, but I feel like she understands so much. We ask her to do things and she'll like respond. The cutest thing that she learned how to do was like for Halloween, she was a cow, and we would ask her like, how does a cow go? And she would say moo. So like she understands things, and then like we'll tell her like, oh, go get your spoon. That's like in her little pack and play, and she'll go and she'll grab the spoon. So she knows what things are. And now we're just trying to teach her, you know, I guess more things. She also has like a really bad temper, because like whenever she's trying to get into something that she's not supposed to get into, like we'll tell her, like Joe will tell her like, no ma'am, you can't touch that. Or we'll say like no se toca, which is, you know, in Spanish, don't touch that. And she gets pissed. Like, no se toca. She just like throws a fit. So obviously she knows that you're telling her not to do something that she wants to do. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to deal with her cranky attitude for a long time, but she's a feisty little thing. She's been crawling since like she was like 9 months old, like crawling, like putting her knees under her, but she does not seem to be too interested in walking yet. Like she has a little walker, and she'll kind of like stand at it, like she'll pull herself up and she'll stand, but she doesn't seem very interested in walking. Like as soon as I try to get her to walk, she just gives up and just sits back down on her butt. So I don't know, she's kind of like a lazy child. I don't know. She just doesn't seem to be interested in walking. So we'll see. Like she will like pull herself up and like cruise around the couch, like you know, on the edge of the couch. So she moves and she knows how to like move her feet to get to where she wants to go, but like just walking on her own, she's just not there yet. Yeah, like going back to her tantrums, like she, like whenever you're telling her to do something that she doesn't feel like doing, like if she's sitting on the floor and I'm trying to pick her up and she doesn't feel like moving, she has gotten to the point now where she'll like arch her back and like throw herself backwards, where like the other day she almost hit her head on the tile because I went to do that. I went to pick her up from being on the floor, and she arched her back, and had I not caught her, she would have like slammed her head into the tile. She does the same thing sometimes, like when she doesn't want to like get into her high chair or into her car seat. So I've been having to deal with that. Like, I know that I've kind of painted her as like a terror right now, but for the most part, she's a very good baby. Like obviously little ones are gonna like have tantrums, and like half of the time like they don't really know, you know, what is going on. But I feel like she is good like a lot more than she is bad, and I know that I need to learn how to like have some more patience with her, because my patience, like I have none whatsoever, and I'm learning slowly how to deal with that a little bit better. But she is a good baby, and even when she's being bad, then I look at her and she's so freaking cute. I'm like, man, like I want to be mad at you, but you're so freaking cute. So then this past weekend she went to her first like little kid birthday party, and she had the best time. She loves bubbles, so they had like a huge bubble machine, and she goes crazy when there's bubbles. And then on top of that, they had like one of those little like little cars that you can like ride in like as a little baby, like the little Tykes cars, and Riley sat in it. She had so much fun playing in it. So I think that I put that on her Santa Christmas list. Hi. She's like, can you guys leave so that my mom will play with me? Why are you so sleepy? You slept a lot in your nap. She's like so tired. Hi. How do you give him kisses? How do you give him kisses? No, that's clapping your hands. How do you give him kisses? How do you give him kisses? Ah, that's so nice. She also went in a bounce house for the first time. Obviously, she was like the only baby in the bounce house. Like I only put her in there when there was no one around, but she loved it. So that's another thing that I'm thinking about, asking Santa to get her to put in our backyard so she can just bounce in it. She was cracking up. It was so fun. Want to show them your new lovey? My mom just bought her this lovey, and it is the most beautiful thing in the world. The name of the shop, I forgot. May and Mom, I think that's the name of the shop, but if not, I'll leave it linked down below for you guys. But it is the softest thing. She's like, you guys gotta go, goodbye. Pretty much everything I wanted to share with you guys. There hasn't been too much craziness over the past 2 months. It's just she's getting a lot faster, and she's getting a lot angrier when she's angry, and she's just turning into a tiny little human. And I can't believe that she's almost 1. We're already starting to plan her birthday party, so that's gonna be next month, and I'm so excited. We're also gonna do like a little cake smash for her, so I've got to do that. But like, I don't know, like this month is crazy because there's Christmas, like there's Thanksgiving, Christmas, like all the holidays plus her birthday. So I am feeling the pressure to get it all done. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna go because I feel like she's like doing like, you know, like in the award ceremonies, like when the little background music comes on so that they have to get off the stage. I feel like that's what she's trying to do to me, and she's like, you need to leave. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna go, but if you have any other questions about her routine, let me know down below in the comments. And if you did like this attempt at doing an update with this crazy baby, then give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. How do you clap your hands? Yay! How do you give mama kisses? Thank you. Mm.